Test the chat box real quick. Alright.
Yeah, your image is showing Mario Party, by the way.
It is? I must not have... Ah, frick, that's right. Let me edit that. Oh yeah, that is the thumbnail. I never actually made an image for D&D. So let me go ahead and just...
Paul's Dilemma. You need to change my image too, by the way. Instead of Florgato there.
Oh yeah, you're right. Go ahead and...
Like.
Yo ho ho indeed. Okay, good.
Yo, yo, ho, ho, ho. Yo, yo, ho, ho. Nice Knuckles background.
Thank you. It's kind of odd that Dungeons and Dragons doesn't have its own section like it does on Twitch.
Yeah. And now it's Blaze.
Okay. Yeah, I have it shuffled between character. I go on the Sonic channel every couple months and just grab whatever art I can find there and save it onto my playlist.
I do remember you saying that, yeah.
Like, there's probably like hundreds of photos on here now. It's almost a problem.
It's the only problem if you start running out of space.
Yeah, that's fair. And they're pretty harmless images, so they don't take up too much storage, thankfully.
That's good.
Alright, so now I'm gonna pull up the Photoshop.
What version of Windows are you running?
I think it's still 10.
Okay.
I don't know
say
if
I haven't seen the way you have your things down there in a while. I like the little icons, so that's it.
Yeah, my little toolbox. It's been really helpful.
Yeah.
I need to put OBS down there so I can have to search for it all the time. Every time I need to open it.
Okay, so I just need to share the screen, and then I'll be good to go as well.
Yep. don't just there it is. Okay. All right. So this is the start of chapter 2. Where we last left off. You guys just defeated Dialga and making him come to his senses, thus causing thus freeing his mind and allowing him to fix all the stagnation zones that are plaguing the immediate area that were gonna eventually plague the rest of the like it was eventually gonna spread out and become out of hand. So you guys were able to stop that, which is good. And you and Team Thunderguard kind of split off there because Joe was being a tsundere and ran off. And you guys did find out that that Paul, the Passimian, may or may not be connected to why the tower in the prologue blew up. Well, mostly the why the Alakazam knew about the ancient relic, or one of few ancient relics. So we're gonna be hopefully diving into that this chapter, and I think that's about the long and short of it. Any questions or anything before we get started?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. Alright, so the scene starts off in the basically after everything wrapped up, everyone had their celebrations, and they took Paul to the bottom floor of the Palafin's Tower, which is basically the interrogation room, kind of. But they're not there to interrogate him per se. They just want to make sure this conversation is absolutely private. But this was where they interrogated Alakazam, and they found out about the whole, oh yeah, if like they get pressed too much, they just get amnesia and then pass out. But okay, so now setting the stage, Paul is currently here. He is sitting in basically just the interrogation room table, and the group's kind of just trying to figure out what to do now that we know Paul might be bugged.
You know, he's not a bug type. And Ryan's like, excuse me?
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
Huh. Alright then. Let's see. Alright, Paul, just need you to go ahead and relax for me. Gonna make sure, I'm gonna search for any sort of like psychic, like plants in your brain or anything like that. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, I think so we were right on the money on the fact that your friend I guess what we were figuring out is Brainwave Academy had used Oscar's connection to you to get into your head, and basically it told us everything they needed to know about the brain, please. Everything they needed to know about that relic. That's a bit of a bummer. Is there anything else they might need to know about it? Hardly. After all, the location of the other relics were wiped from our heads, so the only information you know is the information we all know, which isn't much. Well, that's a relief. Guess that means, we things can kind of go back to normal, I guess? Seems like it. But for now, we should probably play it safe. Stick to your dailies and whatnot for now. Yeah, until then, I'll get to work on making I guess a mental lock that'll keep other people from tapping into your head like that. I'll be able to, obviously, but you know, I'm not gonna. It's mostly for like surveillance information and all that. That yeah, sure. I guess that works. Alright, well, great. So, now that that's adjourned, Orion, go ahead and work on that lock, and if you can, apply it to the rest of us too. We don't need anything else getting tapped into that the enemy needs to know. Roger Dodger. Alright, everyone. Alright, everyone. You are dismissed for now. Alright, I guess I'll get going.
Drives his little car away.
I hate to admit it, but I feel for the guy. Finally joining the team, only to be a secret mole. I suppose it's not his fault, after all. After all, he's just as innocent as we are.
Unwittingly used like that, I won't forgive them.
Indeed. Makes my fur crawl just thinking about it. Brainwave Academy. Interesting. I always knew there was something odd about that place, but using brains to get into other brains is a whole new level of ominous. That means they can hack into my nightmares. There's some pretty telling stuff in there. What?
Oh, it's Paul back. On screen.
Right. I guess for now there wasn't much we could do about it, and I don't think there's any more information they could really dig out of us. So, for now, get to work on those locks, and we'll continue about our business, I suppose. Everyone else is dismissed. Roger, Roger. Okay.
So what was the cause of the Photoshop doing like the weird zoomy thing? Like goes in and then out and then in and out again?
I think it was switching windows a lot. That might have had something to do with it on my end.
Yeah, it stopped doing it now, but yeah, it was just doing it a second ago.
It might probably because I was moving stuff around. Does this affect anything at all?
Yeah, it did zoom in, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then when you let go, but yeah. Yep.
That's weird.
But, yeah, I'm not sure how you really fixed that, yeah.
No, that's probably just Discord being free again.
I mean, I'm sure it has more to do with Photoshop and how that works.
Yeah.
Discord just captures whatever you tell it to capture. So, I mean, whether it zooms or not is up to the program itself.
That's true. Yeah, maybe it is an issue on my end. Because my Photoshop's a bit weird, but I don't know. I need to freaking figure out how the D&D online stuff works so I can work with that.
Yeah, try moving again. I'm gonna look at your stream. See if it's doing it there too. What? That's not live again. Okay, it keeps like on living me. Okay, maybe move it again. Yeah, it's not doing it on your end.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I think it's just. It might just be through, like Photoshop and Discord being weird.
Yeah, that's the two together are working well. Weird.
Alrighty. Is there anything else you want to add before we progress?
We all got dismissed. We all just kind of left, didn't we?
Yeah.
So, not
cool.
really.
Alright, cool. A bit of time passes, and let's see. Time passes, and Paul can be seen in the recreation room. So, I guess we'll just go to the recreation room for a bit.
Yeah.
A bit of time passes, and you go out wandering around the hallway, like kind of just seeing everyone go back to their quarters, and you hear audio playing from the recreation room upstairs. There you see Paul watching what looks like a very prominent live stream on the main television.
I know.
he
I see the Magnemite.
actually he does have a Magnemite, but no, it's not Iono. It is another streamer, but still.
Yeah.
The live stream seems to be a stream called Scoopus Among Us.
Of course. Okay.
And it's being presented by a very energetic Among Us. He's basically recapping the events that happened in the past. So, okay, he goes, "Welcome everybody to another exciting episode of Scoopus Among Us, where we cover all the good, the bad, and the weird events that go on in the world. And today is Fungi Friday. Today we're gonna cover some pretty good stories. One specific one is another super major event that ended really well for everyone involved. I've dubbed such story as Time Zone Terror." Now you're probably wondering, it's Fungi Friday. Why are you hitting me with a horror story? Fear not, dear viewers. This story is one for the good books. Oh yeah, hang on, let me freaking boop boop. There we go. Check it. There's been these weird spots in the map called stagnation zones. Anything caught in them that's not living will be frozen in time and unable to progress. That's terrible. I can't imagine being caught in that. If my soul barber never progresses past the cliffhanger, I'd go insane. That's what I'm saying. And it gets crazier. On top of the usual mega heroes, our first recorded indie team, Team Thunderguard, joined forces and helped save the day. I love seeing new heroes. The more eyes on me when I lose my other magnet, the better. There we go. But you're probably wondering, how did they get rid of the stagnation zones? Well, my dear viewers, that's where it gets weird. It turns out they had to seek the help of the illustrious Sage of Time, Dashel, and his patron deity, Dialga. Not only does this confirm my theory that sage charms are real, but sages are real as a whole. Yes, Chad, I know. I've been on the tinfoil for a while now, but it's undeniable proof. But enough yapping right now. They save Dialga and team up to get rid of the stagnation zones. Wow, I'm on the edge of my seat. I can't believe sage charms are real. Yes, finally. Whew, alright, how did that postpone? And we're going to take a brief intermission and read some more Pocket stories. See you all soon. Huh. I wonder how he was able to get all that right. I don't suppose he hacked into my brain, too. All the intermissions, abroad, you kind of just see Paul mumbling to himself.
Paul.
Huh?
I see you're still letting that get to you.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't I? Being part of the bigwigs only to be, like, the reason something blows up. It's kind of a bummer. But trying not to think about it too much, but, you know, can't help but, feel like all this is my fault somehow.
They would have found another way.
No, like if not me, they probably figure it out some by other means. They are a pretty powerful brain school, so I guess it's possible. I guess in any case, isolating myself isn't really gonna do much.
That's all, buddy.
I should probably go outside and do something. Oh, let's tackle a daily with somebody. That might help. That might help take my mind off things.
Sure.
Cool. Are there any particular heroes you want to call?
Hmm.
No. I know there's a lot of us, but I know we did. There's Stanley, the Spite Up, Sarah the Serena, Richard the Corviknight, Stefan the Palafin, Aaron the Arcanine, and Orion the Orbeetle.
Right.
We've got plenty to choose from, so I guess we could do something with them.
I don't think you've done anything with I just forgot his name. Corviknight.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I haven't talked to Richard all that much. Seems pretty standoffish, but be more than happy to help to do stuff with him.
Yeah.
All right, let's get you moving. Let me see if I can find. There we go. All right, you guys decided to do a daily with Corviknight. His dailies include. His dailies basically include delivering packages and cargo to like sites that need them, like the destroyed building from the prologue. Still under reconstruction. Him and Stefan tend to deliver supplies together. Let's see where. I appreciate your assistance in helping me deliver these packages. My apologies for this. The luggage is cumbersome.
No problem at all.
That's fair. You do make pretty quick work. You seem to make pretty quick work of stacking everything. And I'm super strong too. More than capable of moving heavy boxes around. Being fully evolved definitely does increase your strength quite a bit. You're definitely no floundering Forgado. Right. So, everything seems to be in order here. Let's see. Let's see. Huh. Seems like people are talking about the recent live stream again. No, no fooling. We just watched it ourselves. It's confusing as how he knows so much about our adventures. It wouldn't be the first time he's gotten everything right to a T. But I suppose as long as it's not slandering us, it can't be too much of a problem.
You don't think that they'd be somehow connected to them, do you?
I doubt it. From what I've seen so far, Brainwave Academy likes to act in secret. Having a streamer broadcast the fact that they're stalking us would be kind of apropos. It wouldn't exactly be kosher to them. Still, I think it's worth looking into for now. But I don't worry about it too much. I kind of like it. I kind of like seeing us get recognition for our tasks. I know it's the whole Heroes Valor thing, but it's nice being thanked here and there. By the way, who is this Team Thunderguard? You'll have to tell me about them. Team Thunderguard? Just making sure. Okay. Well,
They're definitely useful, but a little showy,
let's see.
even for me.
That's quite the task if that's the case. A show off a set of heroes. That definitely sounds like your average indie group. Yeah, but they have super cool abilities. Like, they can kind of imbue themselves with electricity and turn themselves into different weapons. It's a pretty unique power set. It does seem like something we could use, but given the showboaty nature, they're probably very prideful as well. Yeah, if we even mentioned joining the Hot Shots, Joe would probably spark a fuse. Yeah, I prefer to have my teams more level-headed anyways. A hothead probably wouldn't really fit here anyway.
You already have Paul. No, that's enough.
I'm not a hothead. Though I suppose your head's a hot spot for now. Good thing Orion put that lock on there. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess you got me there.
That's fine.
My apologies if that was too soon. Trying to make light of the situation. Oh, no, you're fine, really. It's good to have someone else to talk to about it. Yeah, I chose not to isolate myself. That would only make things worse. If you guys can, Emeka, NPCs around you are starting to chatter about the live stream if you want to make a listening check and get some insight.
Let's see. So adding wisdom to whatever I roll.
I think so, because I think that's perception, yeah. Perception is wisdom.
Are you connected to the room?
No, I forgot to open that. Let me grab that real quick.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. There should be the link, I think.
Alright. I opened it. It should be...
Oh, you got it. Okay. Heard it. Yep, there it is. Alright. Seems to be not lagging this time, so that's good.
Yeah.
Alright, roll that.
You hear whispers, oh.
I didn't roll it yet.
Oh, sick. You haven't rolled it. That was my second race. My bad. Okay, no. Yeah, you hear the whole conversation. Bro, did you see what Scuba Samugas posted this morning? Yeah, man. I can't believe what he said about Sage Charms was true. I do think he got such a wild story. Said every day you get to see the Palafins do work, especially when sages are involved. And the deity of time? Dude, I was on the edge of my seat. Wait, Sage Charms are real. What else could be, like, real? I know Area Zero was a legend, but, like, you think? I don't know. Dude, if it is, that would be insane, but I don't know, man. Like, that, like, Area Zero is, like, a location. Like, Sage Charms are, like, artifacts and stuff. Kind of hard to... It's harder to find an artifact than it is an entire place. You gotta just go outside and find stuff. I don't think Area Zero is real. You're probably right. Ooh, well, but, switching gears, what about that Team Thunder Guard? They really put in the work, too. I love seeing indie heroes rise up to their passions. Honestly, the Palafins need to hurry up and allow him to join. Nah, I don't think Joe would want to. He's pretty stubborn. Besides, a hero monopoly probably wouldn't be very good. That's fair. They have some pretty cool abilities, though. Can't wait to see what they do next. Area Zero. Area Zero. I haven't heard that location in ages. I'm pretty sure it's just a roundabout rumor, but I suppose with Sage Charms being real, anything's possible. Area Zero. I've heard that name before. It's... What is it again? Oh, yeah, right. You're still relatively new. Area Zero is this weird, phenomenal location where where it said that Pokemon from the past and the future reside. And we're not talking... And when I say past, I'm not referring to, like, a few weeks ago or a few years ago. We're talking full-on millennia. Millennia? And they all just kind of exist in one spot? Supposedly. Have you heard of this place, Misto?
Vague rumors.
I guess it wasn't really worth teaching about in the academy, especially because there's a possibility that there's a legend. That it's just a legend. But then again, so are Sage Charms, so who really knows? I gotta say, you guys fighting off Dialga was quite the surprise. Granted, you guys had a lot of help, but it's still a big ask for someone to take down a time deity.
It definitely took a lot of effort.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't easy. Especially when you shot giant time laser beams at everybody. A lot's happened to you in these past couple of weeks, Paul. I do feel for you. But on the bright side, you've gotten that much stronger for it. Take that strength and use it to be the best hero you can be. You betcha! I'll more than make up for being a leak. What's that up there? Huh. A shooting star. It's kind of odd that that's happening during the daytime. I don't think that's a star. Let's follow it and see where it goes.
His face at first on the side. Like, what happened to him?
What was it?
I thought that was Misto's face at first on the side. But it's like, oh, that's his like hair thing in the back.
Oh yeah.
So he has like a little like cat smile with like no face.
It does kind of look like that. I drew these before you told me about the hat, so I'm gonna obviously once more come out, it'll be him with the hat on.
You could always just take it off occasionally.
That's fair.
Doesn't really matter.
That'll be your in-universe reasons to why this is there.
They said it also kind of technically like shorten the mask to the point it's not really that tall. But yeah, there's a few like differences I'd change to be like, okay, this makes it look more like masculine, more male Masquerada. Because Masqueradas are very feminine design.
It's a feminine looking Pokemon. Like I would refer to it as a she if I ever like made a guide on it or something.
Yeah, same as Primarita, of course.
Yeah.
They have that issue sometimes with their third stages, making them way too much
one way or the other instead of just being an animal.
Yeah, like even in Incineroar was that way.
Yeah, that's right. Incineroar can be a girl. That has not occurred to me in the slightest. That's funny.
I still get a champ. So, there's a lot of ones like that, I guess. They're just very much coded to be one or the other, but they...
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't mind it too much. We could use some more, like, feminine-looking Pokemon that aren't just tall women, though. Like, I like Bruxish as a design. I like, like, a lot of the fish are really good at looking feminine without being weird.
Yeah, because, they're fish, yeah.
Like, Primarina's a really good example, because she's basically a mermaid otter.
But, I mean, also, yeah, can't be male with the men, makes sense.
I also like, I think Lilligant, like, not Hisuian Lilligant, but base Lilligant's one of my favorite, like, it's just grass Pokemon.
Yeah.
But, man, that thing's zooming. It seems to be, it doesn't seem to have control of its trajectory. We need to make sure no one gets hurt when it lands, wherever it lands.
Alright, fast as frick.
Hey, wait up! Alright, you guys chase what looks like a daytime falling star, and basically warn everybody in the immediate area to move out of the way so they don't get hurt. Make sure they don't crash. Yeah, make sure they don't fall on the crash site, blah, 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 blah. Move out of the way! We have an unidentified flying object. Yeah, you see a bunch of citizens kind of scatter, move around, try to get as far away from the flying object as possible. You get super focused on the evacuation, and you hear a loud thud, meaning that object has landed somewhere in the city. It came from this way.
whip.
My apologies. Do you guys want me to fly you there?
I mean, I just grab onto him with one of my bite whips or whatever.
All right. Sure. I'll take a ride. Cool.
I did I forgot his name.
Richard?
Palfin guy. Palfin.
Oh, Stefan.
Yeah, he where did he go?
Oh, yeah. He's supposed to be here. Oh, yeah, because for some reason I had the Richard one with Stefan. Oh, yeah, because they're supposed to be like each other. He's Richard's his right hand man. That's right. So I had him do the same daily. That's fine. I'll have them together.
Yeah, if you want. Otherwise, if it impacts things too much, you can just leave out, I guess.
Nah, you're fine.
Oh, I'm just thinking about areas.
All right, we're here. Hey, is that a Delibird? Wait, something's kind of off about it.
Yeah, Delibirds aren't made out of metal.
Yes. Though my wings are technically made of metal, they're a small part of me. His whole thing is metal. Did someone make a toy that went berserk? Must be a... Is everyone alright? I came as soon as I saw the... Huh? Okay, yeah, well, if Stefan's confused, I definitely feel better being confused. You look like... Wait a second. A Delibird made of metal? Does that mean... That can't possibly...
Why is it Stefan?
Whatever it means, he looks like he's hurt pretty bad. Or just, like, broken. Hopefully it's not beyond repair. If what I'm guesstimating is correct, that's still a Pokemon. We should probably take him to a nearby center and see if we can help him. Excuse me, sorry.
Alright.
Alright. Alright, you guys agree to rush him off to the Pokemon Center?
So he's like two pieces, I think, right? He's like the Delibird and like the little thing on the side.
The what?
Yeah. I think that Iron Bundle is like two pieces, right? So like Toman has to carry the thing on the side.
Oh yeah, the blower, yeah. Oh, I'll hold that. What the? This thing weighs a ton! I can hold on to it, but like... Why is it so heavy? It looks like that's what it used to fly. It must be an entire turbine engine. Even so... The fact that it has flying capabilities from this weird little tube. How strong is that fan? Guys, can we walk and talk? This is getting kind of stressful. Yes, of course. Let's move. I'll carry the Delibird. Or whatever it is. And there he goes.
You a hand there, partner?
Yeah, I should be fine. Let's get a move on. Do you need help with that, Paul? I should be able to boost your strength if needed. Nope, not at all. I got this. Alrighty then. Alright. Richard immediately takes the Iron Bundle to the Pokemon Center. You three kind of take your pace and walk there as he's being taken care of. Part of you guys kind of discuss, basically just recap what just happened here. Oy vey. What a day this has been. First I get interrogated, and now metal birds are falling out of the sky. Indeed, indeed. I don't suppose the two are related, but... I hope not. I'd rather not be responsible for creatures plummeting either. That'd be super depressing. Indeed. And for now, we should probably just avoid the topic. But I don't think it has anything to do with you.
This time.
Alright, you guys arrived to the Pokemon Center. And just like that, EO is right as rain. Whew.
Right as rain. Right as rain.
Sorry, what was it?
No.
Okay. Whew, right as rain. Glad that worked out.
It's not a toy.
Indeed. Indeed. It's its own sentient being. It even healed itself in the Pokemon Center like a Pokemon would. Then... Huh. If that's the case, and you really are a Pokemon and not some toy someone made to be a hoax, maybe Area Zero does have merit after all.
A Delibird of the future?
Oh, well, good to know Santa exists even this far off in the world. Or maybe he doesn't, and the whole thing is, and they make him as a means to cope. Man, that was such a rough landing. It's a good thing I made of steel, otherwise I would have been knocked out. Thank you guys for taking me here. By the way, I really appreciate it. Let's see.
He's a bit chipper for someone that came from like a different like time and place.
Oh, believe me, I'm very confused as to where I am. I was so damaged. Getting better was my only priority. Oh, now that I'm here, I really, I really don't know where I am. Well, I guess we could start. You can ask. First, I guess we should get our names in order. My name is Stefan. My name is Richard.
Stone.
Paul here. Oh, my name is. Did I have? No, I didn't have it. It's complicated, but the symbols used to spell it look like EO, so you can call me that.
EO.
Nice to meet you, EO. Glad you're doing alright. Glad I'm doing alright, too. But, it still doesn't help the fact that I don't know where I am now. Well, I guess maybe it could help if you told us where you were from. We could help you redirect. Oh, well, Oh, I don't really. I guess I could call it the center zone. That's kind of where we all kind of reside. I'm sorry. I usually, though, it's not full of nearly as many, like, oh, how do I say this? A fleshy Pokemon like you guys. In fact, I don't think there's any fleshy Pokemon there. Wow, that's a grim thought.
Fleshy.
Any idea as to why? I'm not sure. One day I kind of just appeared in that area, and just started living life. And I've been there for at least a good couple hundred years. We future Pokemon don't really can maintain ourselves to last for as long as we can. Even broken beyond repair can be, well, repaired. Hmm. Did you refer to yourself as a future Pokemon? Yeah, it's a little weird, but it's kind of the name where our species was given. Future Pokemon. Then, are you perhaps from Area Zero? I don't know what that is. All I remember is I was walking down the street, kind of just giving my blower a test drive, and a random rift opened up, and I just kind of started. But the next thing I know, I shot through some random clump of natural-looking trees that I've only read in books. Yeesh, this is getting more and more depressing. And the next thing I knew, I started zooming around. So I saw forests, cityscapes full of wild Pokemon, but I couldn't really admire them because I was so busy, trying to control myself that I kind of crashed. And here we are.
Hmm.
Well, it sounds like future tech. It sounds like I came from the future. If he's type isekai, if you ask me. As much as I want to ignore that, he's right. Clearly, you aren't from this time period, and you're not some toy. There's only one explanation. You are from the future, and you do hail from this place that we've dubbed Area Zero. That apparently you seem to call the Center Zone. Yep. So, why is it called the Center Zone for you? That I don't know too much of either. I just kind of know all I know is that it's kind of the hub where we all live. It's like I was there, and next thing I knew, I was flying through the sky. Hmm.
Like something's going on there, but where that is the question.
Well, I suppose we have an idea of where we could place you. What do you mean, Stefan? Well, going through my mountains of paperwork, I recall getting a couple commissions in the past done for this place called Frequency Forest. They needed supplies to make something called pylonic fluid. Not entirely sure what the relevance to that would be here, but pylonic fluid. Pylonic fluid? Huh, you mean the stuff we use to maintain ourselves? The very same, I guess. I suppose that would be a good place to start. Interesting. You may be on the verge of discovering Area Zero at this point. Obviously, we got proof that it's real. Man, 2 major discoveries in less than a week. Yeah, this place is really going places. I bet you didn't think you'd be a part of this, huh, buddy?
Can't say that I did.
Maybe you could use it as inspiration for one of your shows. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure there's a competition building around here somewhere. We'll definitely look into that later. I suppose for now, we can't have you wandering around on your own. If it is over with you, can you follow us to our towers? To our tower. Sure, I guess. I don't really have anything else to go off of right now. Excellent. Yes. On the way. You guys see Io kind of pondering to himself. kind of looks at his palm and then kind of stares off at a random Pokemon that passes by.
What is it, EO?
Yeah. Oh well, I was just thinking, like everyone here, like they're all minus the actual steel types are very fleshy and natural feeling. I know I have my own conscience and all that, but like it's in like what feels like a machine. I don't really feel as natural as other Pokemon would. I don't even know what even constitutes a Pokemon in general. This is all kind of really overwhelming now that the more I'm taking it in.
Sure, this is quite a shock for you, but
Yeah,
just don't I look past the exteriors and what is on the inside, and that really matters.
what's on the inside, huh? Hmm. I'll think about that. Thanks. Alright. Party make the way to HQ. Let me go back to the. Find that file real quick.
Oh,
Wow, you guys live in this spot? This spot? Everything else looks so normal, but this is. It's a very interesting shape. You like it? It's all up. Well, our team's always about improving ourselves and doing better, so I made it in the shape of an arrow. And look at the results. Our little Forgato has evolved into a Masquerada over the course of our quest. Ooh, that's so cool. So this building has like weird level up properties? It's just a metaphor. I wouldn't invest too much stake into it. Well, he's more impressed by it than our recent recruits. I just wanted to see the inside. I was so excited about being a hero, I kind of wasn't paying attention to most of the tour. The youth. Oh well. Glad somebody appreciates my design genius. Mostly because he hasn't seen much else. Hmm. You find the lobby. Oops.
hey, Ninja, it's been a while.
Hmm. Ooh, it's like a giant fish tank. There's more fleshy looking Pokemon too. Oh yes. Stunfisk kind of just lives here. Frick, do I not have their things here? No, I don't. But these two are our front desk clerks. Lumineon and Bruxish. They handle all the check-ins and basically act as secretaries and organize our quests.
Whenever they load in.
Yeah, whenever Lumineon decides to spawn. There we go. Yeah, our entire base is underwater because, well, one, water Pokemon should be able to work. Should be able to work if they want to as well. So I built this entire base to be a giant fish tank. So if they wanted to contribute, they can. Stunfisk over there kind of acts as our. He doesn't really do much, but he kind of acts as our security guard. No one will really notice him if he broke in because he'd be face down. That's an interesting job. It's cool that you guys are so accommodating. The more hands, the better. We honestly need to hire more people for minor commissions. Dailies can get kind of exhausting after a while. Yes, especially after we get roped into fighting gods, apparently. You hear that? We're here with the bigger fish to fry.
Mm-hmm. One should frying fish in front of Lumineon and Bruxish.
Yeah, right. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, well, I ain't gonna think about it too much. It's not the first fish-related pun we've heard all day. Stefan likes to test his jokes while he's when no one's looking. Well, that's about enough of that. All right, so let's go ahead and oh look, look at here, a major quest. Very smooth, Stefan. Huh? Would you look at that? Oh yes, the name of that place. I don't remember if I said it before, but that place I mentioned earlier that asked for pylonic fluid, like materials for pylonic fluid, which I still don't have a full understanding of what it is. They seem to have posted a major quest regarding you.
That was quick.
I mean, I'd probably be sending an emergency call too if something shot through the ceiling of my research lab. Indeed. He did mention there were a bunch of like thick trees, so Ferguson Forest must be the place he spawned from. It's the only place I could think of that does Area Zero research at this point. Unless it's Brainwave Academy, but I don't even think they know about this place. You don't think they can get brainjacked, do they? You don't think future Pokemon can get brainjacked or anything, do they? Do you? Nah. For some reason, we were built specifically with that in mind. You'd have to be coded specifically to be brainjacked in order for it to work, which means a bad guy would have had to have made you. But as far as I know, I kind of spawned in with not being able to be manipulated. Sometimes I feel my head scratch, but that's probably, you know, a block or something. Interesting. Future Pokemon can't seem to have their brains looked into. Probably because it's all circuitry. It's like you said, you'd have to be coded to be like that, being that they're machines. Hmm?
Let's clear my throat.
Oh, right. I mean, you know, you don't have to worry about that, not that there's blocks on us. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Paul kind of nervously like bumps his fingers as he's kind of listening to that. Anyway, this is my apologies. We're not used to this. Indeed, we'll try to be more sensitive in the future. No, it's fine, really. It's something I get used to hearing. But yeah, the the fish is right though. You do have a major calm from Frequency Forest. I was gonna say something, but you guys kind of started yapping. Heaven forbid they give tours, Fruxus. Sheesh. Ever the ever reliable assistance. Now let's see. Yes, yeah. This is about the and they wanted us to investigate a strange meteor that kind of shot through their facility, so can't think of any other meteor than you with how fast you were flying. Yeah, I guess that checks out. At least I'll be going home soon. Looks like I'll be going home sooner rather than later. A shame. I kind of wanted to see more of this place. There's just so much to take a look at that I'm not used to. Everything where I'm from is very sterile. But here, colors are vibrant and bright. Though I guess future Pokemon has some vibrance to them as well. There's just something so, well, for lack of a better word, natural about this place. You know?
I suppose that makes sense.
Pining for the unfamiliar. Trust me, I'm aware. Grass is always greener and all that. Oh, yes. I don't mind taking a break from my paperwork to see this out. But maybe the first break you've actually taken in a while. Yeah. But it must be done. Oh, okay. I guess you guys will be my acting tour guides then. Let's get a move on. Let's see. Alright, about an hour in. Cool. Yeah. I should have. Do I not have? Okay. Here. I know I have an image of, like, it should be Richard, like, carrying you guys to, like, random locations. I had it in the Flash chapter. I'll have to double check and see if it's on here. Yeah, I guess it's not in this particular folder. I know I have it somewhere. So let me just... There it is.
I do remember this image.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like I've had this before, and I pretty much used it to as your Richard taking you off off to where you need to go.
Right.
It's also his daily image, but I have two of them with Richard, so I figured I'd use the one with Stefan instead. So where is this one located? It is here. Reorder these later. Man, this is quite a heavy load. How are you able to carry all of us? I've carried many a dangerous cargo. Honestly, this is light work for the amount of things I've had to haul. Plus, my reinforced steel lets me carry any burden without putting a strain on my body. Getting off the ground is usually the hard part, but once I start moving, it's fine. Alright. Stefan, do you know anything more about this frequency forest? Oh, as a matter of fact, I do. I've been there a couple of times myself. So, like I said, in terms of like their Area Zero research, which is kind of, that's a bit new to me, but they're the main reason. Let me see. They're basically the main reason we have so many technological advances that synergize with Pokemon. But like us. This is how we can have TVs, cars, technology without it causing a strain on the planet. Huh. That's interesting. So, I wonder why. Yes, why indeed? Why would there be a need for a future Pokemon? No offense. It's like when mankind has progressed so well.
Pokekind?
Yes, Pokekind. Sorry, I watch a lot of movies.
Pokemon kind?
Pokemon kind. Now that's a verb. Now that's a noun. Anyway.
Adjective. Adverb. Participle.
Ugh. Why, there's so many ways to say words. Hey, if you think about it, yeah. Adverbs, participles, non-partisans. Blah, 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 blah. If there's a way to subtract verbs, I'd do it. Alright. But yes, they're responsible for all the advances we have in technology. All our construction and materials, everything. And despite it all, there's been no strain on the planet because of it. But like you said, it does bring into question why future Pokemon were around if we've been doing so well. It's not out of the realm of possibility that the motives might have changed over time, but it's hard to say for now. Indeed, thinking about the future right now would only give me a headache. Though it does beg the question. Yeah, the more I hear about the future, the more upsetting it seems to be, so let's not think about it too much. I mean, I enjoy my time fairly well with it.
For the future is the present.
Huh, I never thought of it like that. Now we're dealing with time verbiage. Time semantics. Ah! Alright. We'll be entering Frequency 4 shortly. Alright. There it is off on the horizon. Ho ho! This will be the quickest major quest yet. That's too bad. I kind of want to explore the facility a little bit. I'm sure they'll let us. I'm sure they'll give us the privilege for returning this guy EO with EO. You don't have to treat him like a commodity. He is still a Pokemon after all. Yes. I guess I got a bit excited. I don't get to go to Frequency Forest very often, so I too am very curious about what they do there. And this is my first time hearing about it ever, so I kind of want to see what that's up. What's up with that? All right. The party descends into the in front of the entrance of Frequency Forest. What looks it on the surface, it looks like a regular forest, just kind of trees sprawled about. There is kind of like a dented pathway, kind of like like hollow patches in grass that signify it's been used a lot. Well, this must be the entrance. Alright, everyone. We are exploring unfamiliar territory. Well, you guys are. So, there shouldn't be any hazards, but it's good to keep your eyes peeled just in case. We are going through a thick forest after all. Yes, sir. I suppose I'll tag along. I'm already in it for. I'm already seen too much to not be invested. Alright, the 5 of you enter Frequency Forest. Let's see. The party enter the thick woods, and after a bit of walking, immediately notice that it's very hollowed out. Or rather, there's a bunch of foot space that with trees that seem to wrap around in like a dome shape. I think I have.
North are running.
Whoa. These branches are wrap around each other like a thread. It's like a quilt of trees. What's with those air sacs? I think I remember what these were. These are beep 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 beep. Huh? What was that?
Does memory get redacted?
No, I think we triggered an alarm of some kind. We did kind of show up unannounced. We didn't really confirm or deny the quest. We kind of just left in a hurry. Oh, yes. I guess I got a bit excited. I've been so engrossed in paperwork, I forgot my own procedures. You are approached by... I don't have NPCs made, so I'll just say... Here's another Luminion that's different from the one at the office.
One's upside down.
It is I, Waldominion.
Well, yeah. That's like a dog now.
It a little bit?
Like it's like a floppy ear, and, or like a rabbit.
Yeah, no, I see it now. It's like one of those dachshunds that have their ears that droop.
Yeah.
That's that's funny. Oh, stop right there. Only authorized personnel are. Oh, it's you guys. Oh, you brought the EO. All right. Well, appreciate you for returning them.
I guess you were wondering why he went flying through the sky.
I wish I knew. We were all conducting our research, and then randomly we saw a flash, and then And that's about the long and short of it. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't realize it was this place I broke into. Or any place, honestly. I
Want
just
to make
figured it was a random floor, so I didn't think there'd be much damage.
make
Also,
a
hmm?
perception check.
you wanna make one?
Want to suss out his true validity, his validity.
Okay, sure.
I don't know if that's perception though, or if that's something
I
else.
think
It might be
that's like
perception.
sense motive or I guess insight.
Insight check, yeah, which I think is technically well, actually, insight is also wisdom, according
Yeah,
to
a
the list
lot of things
anyway.
seem to scale off. A lot of the social stats seem to scale off wisdom.
Yeah, but I don't have proficiency in insight. Only well, I have perception, but yeah, not insight. Yeah, but I
Yeah,
don't
you
know
should give
really. I've been doing a whole lot with proficiency.
it.
But yeah, that was six. That's an eight. All right.
No, you can't tell there's anything like malaligned with his words. He's kind of just telling you what he saw.
Okay.
I can assure you, these researchers here are sound of mind. Though I still don't know what pylonic fluid is. All I know is that whatever they're doing is likely going to contribute to our world as a whole. Sounds like a pretty cool group. I wouldn't mind hanging here sometime. Now, this isn't a place to hang, sir. This is a very strict, serious research facility. Sheesh. Oh, and you were asking about these weird sacs of air? They're not sacs of air. They're a mixture of water and nectar. I'm not sure about the science behind it, but this forest itself has seemed to have evolved around us wanting to help the world. It's like something inside of it was saying, you know, let's make this easier for us. So it wrapped its trees around, formed a dome over time, and then created these self-sustaining sacs of water and nectar to fix and repair itself. That's why the ceiling's fixed, even though he shot a huge hole in it. That's
Hmm.
astounding. Even I didn't know all that. I knew about the dome shape, but I figured that was your guys' architecture. No, what can I say? The forest kind of just has a will of its own. I guess that's why any nonsense with Area Zero contained itself so far. Hmm, that's interesting. But with the self-evolving trees, why would... It seems like everything was going for, like, the preservation of natural Pokemon. It does raise an eyebrow as to what could have happened that led to future Pokemon's creation. Yeah, you're telling us. That's what we're trying to figure out.
You're saying EO just showed up one day?
Yeah, there was just a, like... So... how do I explain this without going deep into what we do? Well, in short, the the researcher Pokemon kind of starts moving, like using a weird hovercraft to hover around. We have three main areas here. We have the default area here, where all of our research facilities are. Down here is where all the ancient Pokemon lie. And up here is where all the future Pokemon lie. This weird dome up here. Uh, Within that dome, or there's an area even further above that dome that's invisible to the naked eye, known as Area Zero. Yeah, that we've called Area Zero. It seems to be where they come from, and once in a while, once in a blue moon, a rift will open and an ancient or a future Pokemon will fall out of it. We try to get them as situated as we can, and then we set them designate them to one of these specific areas depending on their origin. Having future mixed with ancient Pokemon hasn't ended super well in the past, so it's best to keep them separated.
Hmm.
I would imagine primal Pokemon being hard to work with our limited knowledge. Yeah, we are definitely a progressive step up from what they were.
Are they not
One
able
day a
to
rift
communicate?
opened, and normally they just kind of flop, and they're sturdy enough to handle their fall, but he just kind of zoomed, and he's kind of the first one we've seen do that. Now that I think about it, I don't really see many of my kind where I'm from either. I am a particularly rare breed of future Pokemon. I wonder why.
Hmm.
Also, there's to think there's even natural Pokemon even older than you guys. Man, time sure is a wild thing.
Who you calling old?
I mean, relatively speaking, of course. I am apparently from like millennia in the future.
Hmm.
It is very telling and just it is very interesting. It's what we're kind of we've dedicated a lot of our time and research towards. You guys have enough technological advances out there, so we just figured, so everyone kind of universally agreed to study Area Zero as much as we could. Technology stagnating is probably for the better. Who knows? But speaking of Paul's comment, I suppose as a reward for returning EO to us, you are, I guess you're welcome to hang out. Just don't touch anything, please. You have my word. I'll keep my simian hands to myself.
As if.
Hey, I'm not some 10-year-old at a candy store. I can keep my hands to myself. Let's see. That being said, seeing as EO is a future Pokemon, I would like to run a few tests on him at some point. I don't know. But you guys are free to explore in the meantime. Until then, I guess we have cameras everywhere, so everyone will be able to keep an eye on you guys. I'll let Cosmark know you're here. Before he could answer who Cosmark was, he flew away to what looks like the main building far off in the distance here. Well, man, it's not every day we get to explore a research facility, huh? I think the closest thing we actually got to looking around for is like the training room barracks. Exploring every nook and cranny, that got old after about 4 years.
Hmm. Nothing really seems to be amiss here at the moment, but maybe you should investigate.
Yeah, sounds good to me. I too would like to look more into this place. So think about it, just it's very otherworldly. Yeah, sure. I don't see why not. The more I get to see this world, the better. Besides, I don't know how long it's gonna be before how long I'm gonna be under test for. Alrighty. So this will serve as like basically a mini help world map. There's a few things of note here. If you want to kind of pretty much like if anything you see on the map, you can kind of ask about.
Hmm. Yeah, on the left, almost looks kind of like an elevator, but you guess it's not.
Oh, yeah. You see what looks like a dome kind of descend into what looks like a dock of some sort. Interesting. Their research facilities seem to move around. But why? Hmm. Oh. There's actually looks like there's two more right next to that big building that Luminion mentioned. Hmm. You think that could be where the big professor is?
bad.
Not big bad professor, but just the. I don't know why my brain was like, oh, the big bad boss. But it's like, no, it's dumb. Misdirection.
Not fighting Dr. Wily yet.
And we put on. Now that we're actually exploring this place, to put on some music. I forgot to put on music beforehand.
Add some Professor Sada. I don't right now.
Professor Sada.
Yeah, the very like beep boopy kind of song from Scarlet Violet. Probably could just put on Area Zero if you really wanted to.
I forgot. I haven't played Scarlet and Violet, so it didn't even occur to me that Area Zero had music. So
yeah, it's very, very well known, and I think a lot of people like it.
Okay.
I think a lot of it is because it's a lot of Area Zero is made by Toby Fox.
Ah.
So people like Toby Fox music.
No, I like Toby Fox music.
Yeah.
I forgot Scarlet and Violet had really good music. It's just kind of the game itself just wasn't that great, but it did everything else right, which I give props for. There you go.
That's fine.
It's a bit too tense. I'm kind of just going. Here, I'll play something else for now, but I will save this for later.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
It's funny. You could probably put some Pokemon that already exist into the future category if you really wanted to.
Ones like Metagross and Magnezone.
Yeah, Magnezone, Genesect, Porygon, Rotom.
yeah, Rotom is just a future Pokemon.
Let's count the smiles.
Yeah.
Especially because of him possessing things legit Trailblaze technology.
Yeah, so he's like like Rotom Wash, that's kind of like Iron Bottle over here. So could Rotom just possess one of them if he wanted to?
That's a good question.
I mean, he's a ghost type, so really he could possess anything.
So, they must report all their findings to the professor that's in that building there. I wonder if he's also mounted with paperwork. Maybe you could use a workaholic friend to resonate off of. I am not a workaholic. I'm just dedicated to my craft. Sure. This totally isn't like the first time you've been away from your paperwork in months. That's not true. The saving the day incident happened like a month ago. So a singular month, sir. Hey, look. There's also crafts that seem to hover towards the future in the ancient areas too. Must be how they pick up their clients for testing. Kinda want to peek down in the ancient area real quick, see what we find. Apparently it's super dangerous, so we'll probably just look over the gate for now. Jigglypuff with a weird tail on its head. There's... It looks like a Salamence. It's kind of weird that none of them are there's no Bagons or Aeron equivalents. It's just the Salamence. So we kind of look like tribal fire feathers. It's pretty funky. unfortunate the future hub's too high for us to look into right now. I'll have to ask somebody about that later. Actually, I'm curious to see what other future Pokemon they have cooped up in here. Ooh, what's in one of these labs? Careful not to touch anything. Yeah, don't worry. I'm just looking through the window. You appear to see what looks like a metallic version of Cobalion being analyzed with a stethoscope. The Cobalion sneezes, accidentally unleashing a bunch of wind blades, pitting him to the wall, pitting the researcher to the wall. He's fine, but very scared. Like, my bad. I don't know why that is. I've had this weird sickness, I guess I could call it. I don't normally get sick, but I think there's like a glitch in my system. Yeah, that's fine. We'll call it a day for today, okay? Okay. Yeesh. I've never gotten sick myself, so it's good to know future Pokemon can get that as well. Is that a good thing? I guess. I guess it's one of those, like, natural attributes that Pokemon have, so knowing they can get sick is oddly refreshing. Is there anything else you wanted to take a look at?
I think you looked at everything already, right? The thing to the left, yeah, this is something else I can see.
Okay. These sacks here. It said there was a mixture of water and nectar. I think that's something that this could occur naturally. But it's only ever with this forest. I wonder what it entails. Rest assured, there's future Pokemon up there as well. What he's saying is indeed the truth. It'll be nice to see some of my kin again at some point. Not looking forward to being hooked up with the wires and stuff though. I suppose now that since we're here, we'll go ahead and give the leader you can see if we can say hi to the leader real quick.
Sounds good.
If we're presumptuous to think you can kind of just greet the main scientist like that. What? We returned what they were looking for. I don't see why that wouldn't dictate that. Yeah. As the party approaches the main building, they see what looks like a large pink beam shoot out from the top of the building and through the ceiling and just way off straight up into the sky.
That's not you, is it? Yeah.
I don't think so. I leave blue trails whenever I go flying around. And it doesn't look like it came from, like, anywhere in particular. Well, it came from the building. Whereas from what I gather, the rifts are kind of a spur of the moment. And above the future district up there. I wonder what that's all about. It fires off for about 30 seconds. You get a random ding in your head from Orion. Hey, Misto, check this out. Well, I can't. Well, you can't see what I'm seeing through the telescope, but one of the space rifts just closed.
What?
Remember the spatial rifts we were looking into before? I saw a random pink beam kind of close it like a zipper.
We just saw one down here.
You think where you are might be related to the spatial rifts, or at the very least they're closing?
used to be that way.
I'll definitely keep looking into it. You guys be careful there.
Thanks, Ryan.
Everything alright?
Seems like that beam that we just saw could close something up in the atmosphere.
The atmosphere? What kind of place
Further above.
There are things. Now there's beams closing spaceships in the atmosphere? What exactly is this place?
More than it seems.
Spatial rift. You think that could be... You think that might be related to why all of us are here? You know, the Ancient and Future Pokemon?
Maybe.
Definitely boggles the mind. This might not be such a quick mission after all. What, don't tell me you want to go back to your paperwork. Oh, heavens no. I just hope this isn't some world-ending conundrum. I don't need 2 of those in the same week, please. Oh, all the more reason to go ask the leader. Maybe they know something.
Right.
Alright, you guys kinda... Give me a second. I'll make a spray for him later. But I do have artifacts, so that'll have to work for now. Alright. Careful, I wouldn't do that if I were you. That place is heavily guarded. Huh? Who goes there? The party turn around and see what looks like a future version, a metallic version of the legendary Pokemon Terrakion. Whoa! Another future Pokemon up close. That's so cool. Huh. That's odd. In my time in the future, I don't see very many of your kind either. Yeah, I'm a particularly rare breed, which means I'm constantly hooked up to those dumb machines. And it's kinda odd. They give me different tests than the other ones do. Different kinds of tests? What do you mean? Well, there's the standard brain scans, well, circuit scans, memory checks, and stuff like that. They also do regular hyaluronic fluid tests to make sure I work right. They keep saying something about me is just abnormal. I mean, from my perspective, they're all abnormal, but whatever.
Fair enough.
Yeah, this whole experience is pretty abnormal. Oh, what's your name, by the way? Oh, where are my manners? My name is T registered ampersand. Well, I'll just say my name is Travis for now. See, complex symbols is a common naming scheme amongst future Pokemon. Oh, thanks for making it simple for us. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, like I said, that place is heavily guarded. This is not really a place you can kind of just knock onto. Huh.
Guarded? Do they have something to hide?
Hmm?
Do they have something to hide?
Not sure. All I know is the guy in the buildings have been super nice to us all and has made sure everything runs smoothly, so probably just doesn't want to be disturbed. Besides, they report to him for the research findings all the time, so that's probably mad info in there that he doesn't want being touched. definitely understand respecting someone's privacy.
What now then?
There you are. You're not causing the guest any more trouble, are you? What? What are you talking about? All I did was skip out on a few tests. You can't keep doing that, man. It's very important that we understand what the makings of future Pokemon and all that. Don't give me any of that. I know you do your future research, but there's a reason I get so much attention, right? Yes, and we're trying to figure out what makes you so special. Your coding is a lot different than the others, and I can't seem to figure out why. Whatever. If you guys are so smart, you should have figured it out by now. Come on. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. Fine. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Alright, the researcher finds Travis and rushes them off for further testing. I guess for now, if you guys want to make yourselves comfortable, if you guys are still kind of wanting to explore the place, I would definitely recommend visiting the Future Hub. I'll see if the head researcher can give you an access pass, especially since you gave the returned Dio to us.
Okay.
Oh, cool. We'll be able to explore the Future Hub, the Future District soon. I do enjoy a good sightseeing trip. Definitely seen a lot more than I was expecting. Alright. Sky beams, nectar sacs, Pokemon that look like us, but old and new. Something tells me that Future District will give us a lot more to look into too. Unless you guys want to do anything else, I will cut it there.
Except so.
Sorry it took so long to start up, but this is kind of the point I wanted to cut off anyway. So I guess it worked out, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So the next time we log on, you will be exploring the future area. And there'll be a lot more to do there. Like, this was kind of just like the introductory chapter, general review. We got a lot of story stuff done, so I think it's a pretty good session.
Yeah. Sure.
Alrighty. So, yeah, your new party now. You are now traveling with Stefan and Richard, along with your new friend Io. Once the next session starts, you'll get your access pass. You'll be going up there to be doing more exploration. Hopefully you'll be able to go to the Ancient District and do exploration too soon too. We'll see. But for now,
yeah,
that will be it. Any questions, comments, or concerns before I hop off?
I think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. Cool. Thanks for coming to the stream. So high. It's almost 3 o'clock. I probably should be hopping off anyway.
Yeah.
I was gonna suggest doing something else, but like I said, it is almost 3 and I got some stuff I gotta do. So I will call it there. Thanks you guys. Thanks everyone for showing up. Don't forget to save, and I'll see you guys in a couple weeks.